Welcome to the very first live broadcast of Deep Recruiting with Jim Bright. Today, we're going to keep it short and sweet because really we're doing sort of a test of the production, and we're going to bring to you some real life Halloween horror stories from recruiting. First, I'm going to start one with one of my own. Very first story to actually share here. This is back in the 1990s. I had a gentleman going out for an interview, driving on 635 here in Dallas, and he never shows up. So about an hour and a half after the interview, I finally get this guy on the phone and I ask him why he didn't show up. And he says, well, I had a flat tire on 635. My response was, oh my gosh, what did you do? His response was, well, I called a tow truck. Well, just before that, he had said he couldn't call me, he couldn't call the client, but he had the opportunity to call a tow truck. So that's a real horror story. I'm probably not telling this fairly well, but this is my very first live stream and we're going to work through it and I'm going to get better at it. Second one I want to share with you is a gentleman doing a live video interview with a customer wearing a tank top and actually lying on the couch and lighting up a cigarette. This is not how you interview and get a job. And the last story I really want to share with you is not knowing directions. Had a candidate that couldn't tell us east, north, south, and west, doesn't know where to go, even though he was given proper directions, a picture of the building. He shows up at the wrong building at one of our clients' campus. So he calls me wondering, why am I in the wrong building? So we walk through it. I figure out what building he's in, tell him to walk outside and turn south. Well, he doesn't know which way is south. So I have to figure out his orientation and finally figured out I needed to tell him to turn right to get to his interview. These are the things as recruiters we get to deal with all the time. Maybe these aren't the funniest to you, but they're the horror stories that we have to deal with. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this first attempt at a live broadcast. We will be getting better. Expect a lot more coming soon. Thanks so much. This has been Deep Recruiting with Jim Bright.